Hey, what's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today we are going to be playing for the last time Radiant Elemental. No. We're going to be playing some Miracle Priests, or some Inner Fire Priests, whatever you really want to call it. We're playing this today, because it was announced as well today that Radiant Elemental is going to be getting a nerf. As the only wild nerf, although there's some other cards getting nerfed. I'm going to talk about it when the patch actually goes live, just in case people want to be surprised by it. This is the only card I'm going to mention that's being nerfed. If I had to guess, it's getting nerfed to your spells cost 1 less, but not less than 1. Because there's a new card printed in the new set that gives +1/+2 that's repeatable this turn for 2 mana. Therefore, technically on turn 4, you could have a creature with infinite power. So I'm assuming that's what the nerf is going to be. Raising the mana cost won't fix it, so that's why I have a feeling that's what it's going to do. They tried raising the mana cost of Sorcerer's Apprentice, still ended up getting used in combo decks. Real Elemental had the same effect. I knew it was a matter of time. My guess was actually next year that it would get nerfed, but turns out it's this year. Who knew? Anyways, therefore I thought we'd play the deck for one last time on the channel and have some fun with playing broken cards. Alright guys, yeah. That being said, let's queue up the first game and let's see how it goes.
Adonis versus Tyrande.
Give me strength.
Alright.
Let me sing you a song.
Playing as another priest. I feel like I want them all to bless, keep everything. No. You know what? This card I feel like I can keep. I feel like this is fun to keep. I have no idea if the poker chips I'm playing with are currently being tabbed on the mic. Whenever I stop talking, it won't pick it up. But I'm definitely currently playing it. So if you heard anything over the last little bit, it was me playing with some poker chips. I have this weird thing where I absolutely love shuffling poker chips. Oh, I want to do this coin, this Buffett. Screw it. YOLO. We're going for it. We have so many potentially really, really good draws that I find it should be fine. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know how many of you guys have actually done it. But when you're shuffling poker chips, by shuffling, I'll try to remember to link a video down below that demonstrates shuffling poker chips. But, man, it is so much fun. Let's just take this here. We can buff this. I think the Handmaiden. I'm actually down to draw both Handmaidens. One of them gets buffed. Well, they both get buffed in reality, but this way we could just try to abuse more Hearthstone cards. But no, like, shuffling poker chips, I feel like when it's something you get the hang of, it's so much fucking fun to do. I don't know, that's the wrong card. I need to be careful. I feel like Hearthstone has been purposely trying to fuck me over when it comes to shit like that, where I'll do something and it won't work the right way, and it's so fucking. We shouldn't have 2 Handmaidens left in our deck. Oh no, that's in our hand. Okay, never mind. I just quickly looked here and I saw 2 Handmaidens. Like, what the fuck? But no, it's there's one there's none left in our deck. We have 2 Grave Horrors in the deck and 1 Radiant. So we play this to get Radiant, and then let's see how it goes. Again, I'll be honest, I'm also not great at this deck. I'm definitely not one of the better players of this deck in general. I feel like I'm average, if not below average. I like to go for a little bit of the greedier plays, but I also play really, really fucking safe. which is problematic most of the time, if I had to guess. Like here, this might be a mistake, but I'm going for it anyways. It's a pretty good minion to have. If you played a minion and I was able to kill it with this, I mean, this was free, right? But next turn, I have a whole bunch of draw. Plus this. If I draw a funnel cake, like, I'm in such a good position. I draw 6 cards, play out Handmaiden, Radiant. And we see how this goes. Not it. That's not it. There's the funnel cake. Get a whole bunch more mana to play with. We just hard cast this, right? Like, I feel like that's definitely the... Okay, yeah, let's just hard cast this. I definitely meant to click on horror, but we're gonna pretend I did it. Our Majesty. Let's do this. Do you to get double, heal, double, bless, kill you. Easy enough. My brain had like a lag spike middle of that turn. Like, I feel like I have lethal. Like, after I had fucked up clicking on horror and I clicked on the radio, I'm like, I feel like I have I feel like I have lethal. And I just started playing on my card draw. I'm like, oh yeah, I actually have lethal. But no. Sometimes this deck feels super easy to play and super fucking brain dead, I won't lie. I would definitely recommend playing this deck. I'm gonna say this now, I'm gonna probably repeat myself at the end of the video, but I would recommend playing this deck till it gets nerfed. Like, if you have yet to reach Legend, deck is really cheap, and deck is super effective at hitting Legend. Highly recommend it. Although, just know that whatever dust you spend on the deck, you probably lost it when the card gets nerfed. Almost all these cards are played as 2-ofs in exactly this deck. Sole exception against are like the Birdwatching, I think is what it's called, the 2-mana hunter spell that you're playing in this deck because of the multi-class shit. It's also played in Shaman. It's also played in certain hunter builds, to be fair. In like 1 copy of Shadow Visions, 1 copy of... What is the name of the other one? Spawn? Is it Spawn of Shadows? No, Spawn of Shadows is a minion, right? Well, whatever. The Shadow Visions-esque card, the other one. Some Reno Priest lists run 1/1. Funnel Cake is played in Druid, but to be fair, after the nerfs, I don't know if it's still gonna be played in Druid. You know what? I said I was gonna wait till tomorrow's video or till the nerfs become live to talk about them, but I'm gonna talk about them right now. I'm gonna open them up on my other monitor as I keep the next one. So yeah, we'll talk about them. Talk about them in the next game. All right, guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys there.
Anduin versus Nazor.
All right. So, fuck, I'm tired. So the nerfs that I guess I want to talk about that are relevant to Wild, I feel they're like the only ones really on the list that are relevant to Wild. There's 4 of them that I feel like are relevant to Wild, and then 2 other cards that might affect Wild. The big nerfs that are hitting Wild, in my opinion. I guess I'll just say all of them. To be fair, I don't know the name of 3 of these cards, but I want to coin this out. It's Psychopath. No, fuck it, YOLO. It works out or it doesn't. The 4 or 5 cards, I guess, that will affect Wild is the Wand of Marin, Dollmaster Dorian, Treasure Distributor, Radiant Elemental, and then Yogg, the Titan one. I feel like are the big Wild, the big cards, the big nerfs that will affect Wild players. I should have played this first, because I feel like I want Handmaiden here, especially as I have the copy effect here. I feel like those are the big nerfs. I have no idea what things are being nerfed to. I have a feeling Wand is going to be, it costs 1 and not cost 0. Dorian, I feel like it's going up to 5 mana, if not. He can't make them cost 2. That doesn't really fit with the card. I'll be honest, but I have a feeling something like that is afoot. I won't lie to you guys about some bullshit like that. You know, I'm taking this just because I want to draw more cards. To be fair, I have more card draw with this. Do I forge this? Yeah, we're forging this. And we are... This feels like a waste, but I feel like this is also pretty fine. 4-11 is just gonna be hard for him to kill unless he has fire, in which case he probably played it last turn. I guess the other... Yeah, so Dorian, I can't really see how they're nerfing it except for raising the mana cost. I have a feeling, again, he's going up to 5 mana, therefore you can't get him off Oaken Summons. He got like, fuck me, I guess the other... Oh yeah, Distributor, I have no idea how the fuck they're nerfing that card, I'll be honest. I've thought about it. I feel like Treasure Distributor might just be raised 1 mana and it won't really make that big of a difference, or lower 1 health and it won't make that big of a difference.
The time has come.
The only other nerf I can see for that card, which to be fair I think could be a decent one, is whenever you play a pirate. Therefore it won't trigger off patches, it won't trigger off Parachute Brigade, it won't trigger off all the Demon Hunter stuff that makes 1/1 tokens with charge. In which case, if that is a nerf, you know, overall, it should probably be fine. There's no guarantees that that is the nerf. But that's... If I had to guess what the nerf is going to be, it's going to be that. I don't know what I'm looking for here. I guess this should have done listen to this earlier, but you know, sometimes I'm a big dumb. It's 2 mana to forge it. That's true. I forgot. Maybe I should have just got a whole bunch of 7/7s or 7/8s. I'm gonna take another 7/8 here. Right here. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how that nerf is gonna work. The other nerfs that I guess will potentially affect, as I said, there's Yogg. I have no idea how the fuck Yogg's getting nerfed. At least in Wild's sake, the Yogg has been nerfed way more than enough to a point where it hardly sees any play at all. Crescendo's being nerfed, which is a Warlock spell that draws you a fatigue and then deals that much damage to your opponent's minions. Don't quite know again how that's being nerfed. Maybe it's gonna be raised up to 4 mana. Or 3 mana. It's currently 2. The other nerf is Tsunami. It already costs 10, so it's not going up mana cost wise. Maybe someone's 1 less water Ellie. Not quite sure. Then there's also Dancing Dazzler, I believe is his name. Oh yeah, he's at 18. That's 22 less life, huh? Didn't realize that was that. I think it's Dancing Dazzler. It's a 7-drop shaman creature that summons a random 6-drop. The 6 mana 5/5 that summons a random 6-drop or 5-drop, dependent on... Oh, this could have been much better. Believe it summons another random 5-drop based on how many spell schools you've played. Let's do this. So this way, at least this is playable. And we can refresh 3 mana with this. Wait, what? I overhealed 3 targets. Oh, I fucked up. This is new. I don't know if I can still win this game. I lost all of my radiance. Oh, we'll see. So yeah, the Crescendo, the Tsunami Nerfs, and the Rattling Dazzler, I think is his name, I don't see. The only other thing is there's Clergy getting unbanned in WoW, the guy who overhealed draws you a card. Don't know how well that's going to work without Radiant Elemental. So I'm assuming the nerf is destroying the card, that's what it works. I guess we'll have to see. But this is a big but. I don't know. I feel like Miracle Priest and, as we've already seen, really, the mage deck are dead. Also, by the way, if you're wondering, this game was lost because I'm bad at the game. It might be because I'm distracted, but it's mostly because I'm just terrible at this fucking video game. He has a whole bunch of free-ass trades. He doesn't really have to worry about it, and there's no way I win the game. Yeah, there's no real way I win the game. I don't have any minions I can give charge to, and no way to discount spells anymore. I'm just gonna hit it with the concede button, but yeah. So yeah, no, overall, I feel like the nerfs are gonna affect Wild substantially. I am worried about one thing, and one thing only, which is I think it's called Hostage Mage. I think that's the name the name for the deck we went with. It's Freeze Mage, Control Mage, Ice Block Mage. Pick another name. I feel like Hostage Mage doesn't. I mean, it fits, but it's not quite that. I'm feeling that deck is going to be at the top of the meta. If not that, it's gonna be. It's gonna be that. Actually, no. Again, it's gonna either be that, or it's going to be Demon Hunter. Because the other nerfs, I have no idea what this fucking guy that's carrying cactuses is. I have no idea what that card does. And then there's the Warlock minion that's getting nerfed that deals damage to you on turn 1. Which, to be fair, at least from what I see from Questline Warlock decks, I don't even play it, so. Also, there's one card being buffed, which is the Totem from Marin, the one that makes all your hand random legendaries. Apparently that's getting buffed. Don't really know what to make of that. Okay, these are all Battlegrounds changes, are the other things on the screen I'm looking at. Okay, I won't dive into these Battleground changes because Papa Bear is getting buffed, and that's a 7-starred minion, and that's not in 99.9% of games. So I'm not gonna jump into that. Anyways, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on what's gonna happen to Wild in the next game. And yeah. Anyways, let's queue it up real quick.
The light for my daughter.
All right. So, well, this whole hand I feel is the correct choice. So yeah, diving into it. When I look at these nerfs, I feel like overall they're pretty good. I'll be honest. I would probably have hit one more card in the aggro decks, one more of the pirates. Maybe lowering Parachute Brigade to a 1-2 or something else of the sort. As for the Dorian decks, I have a feeling raising Dorian to 5 mana kills them off, right? All of a sudden you're playing one copy of Dorian in your deck. It's gonna be the same thing of raising Dorian to 5 I don't know how many of you guys played back then, but it's the equivalence of when they moved Barnes to 5, if not worse. You basically get to a point where you can't really reliably hit the combo, therefore the combo deck won't be nearly as good. The wand, I have a feeling, is, as much as I hate to say it, it is the death of combo, or of Reno decks almost by itself. How many times have you played against a Reno deck where they've went turn 10, Marin, draw 3, they cost 0? This is what I mean by the death of this archetype. That combo was so important, I feel, to Reno decks in developing tempo, and you dealt with their board on turn 9, they had no cards in hand, they couldn't really build that much of a board. All of a sudden now you're super far ahead. To losing that, in my fuck. If he had hit the other one, I was in a much better position. I don't have a way to steal this either, which is kind of unfortunate, but what can you do? Let's do this, I guess. I should have buffed this one. Whoops. This is fortunate. I don't have wasted draw cards anyways. Take the Radiant. But yeah, like the wand, I feel like, I don't want to say it's the death of Reno decks, but it's the death of Reno decks that get really far ahead to a point where they can close out games. I have a feeling it's going to lead them more towards slower win cons. Therefore, pull a Radiant, please. Or that, honestly, that's better than a Radiant. Overall. Buffing this is actually so much better. Let's go with double here.
Light be
With you. Fuck it. This either works out or it doesn't, you know? Alright, well, it worked out. So yeah. The wand nerf, I think, is going to hurt Reno decks super hard. I've talked about Dorian, I've talked about wand. The distributor is what I want to talk about next. We have time for at least one more game, so I'm going to talk about the distributor. I've also talked about Radiant Elemental. And then if I have time after talking about distributor, I'm going to talk about the other nerfs, how I think they're going to affect certain rogue tier 5 decks in the next one. Alright guys, yeah, I'll see you out there.
Anduin versus Anduin. The light shall bring.
Alright.
Light makes right.
So, the distributor nerf, again, I guess I should preface this again with what I feel like I've said every single time. We have no idea what the nerfs are yet. Therefore, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. To be fair, Radiant Elemental being raised up to 4 mana in Priest might kill the deck as well. Therefore, they might not make it so it costs less than 1. Like, they might remove that and just raise the mana cost. I'm fully aware that that is possibly the nerf that is going to happen to that. Dorian, I don't think they really have a choice besides raising... I want this for tempo 6. So I think really Radiant, again, there's like 2 ways they can nerf it. Dollmaster, guaranteed that it's probably going up 1 mana. Wand, I have no idea how the fuck they're nerfing that card. Straight up, no idea. They might make the cards cost 1, they may make it so it's 4 mana. No idea. Treasure Distributor, I can see it going 2 ways. Either being a 1/1. Actually, no, I can see 3 ways. Either being a 1/1, he himself doesn't get buffed, or I die here. I'm just dead. Like, straight up, I'm just dead. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 2 mana over 2 cards, I'm dead. Or 2 damage over 2 cards, I'm dead. Yeah, so Distributor, it could either be he doesn't buff himself, he's a 1/1, or he goes up in mana. Well, I'm dead. Any of these nerfs, in my opinion, overall with the power level of these aggro decks, won't really change anything. And that is a huge issue. I still think in Wild, at least, aggro decks are going to be way above the curve because they do kill on turn 3. As you saw, my opponent didn't play a Distributor. Yes, I took 6 damage from my own spells, but that saved me, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 health. So me taking 6 damage saved me 8 health overall, therefore I was plus 2 health net, still dead on turn 3. So, I don't think nerfing Distributor is going to actually really affect overall the aggro decks in Wild at all. We have time for one last game. I know I said that last game, but I'm going to queue it up, and I'll talk about the other 3 cards I've mentioned. And I guess if I have time, I'll talk about the card that's getting put back into the format. Yeah. Anyways, let's queue up the next one. Alright. A true again. Maybe we actually have time to talk. So I guess, actually I'll start with the card getting put back into the format. I feel like that's a pretty good place to start. So the card being put back into the format is the Clergy guy. He's a 1 mana, 1/3 overheal, draw a card. And he's in Priest. He's a 1 mana, 1/3. In my opinion, putting this card back into the format while nerfing Radiant Elemental affects nothing. The card was a card. And I feel like that is how that card is going to stay. It was a good card when you could discount cards like Funnel Cakes and other things like that to overheal, and they draw you a card, you know, play 2 of them plus some Northshires, and you'd play Circle of Healing, and you draw a whole bunch of cards, and you're in a great position. Without Radiant Elemental, I feel like overall the card is mid as best. And yeah, like I think the card's gonna be fine to be back in the format. I doubt you'll see it maybe one game in 50, 60. This is gonna be some person playing an off meta combo deck. I meant to play this. Oops. Yeah, there's gonna be some guy playing an off meta combo deck, and you'll have to deal with it. Like straight up, that's kind of how I feel about this as a whole. Now for the other cards getting nerfed. Crescendo being nerfed. Overall, I think it's going to affect... I missed. I lose the game. Oh, yes, I burned a card. Yes, the Crescendo nerf. I think it's gonna be the single one that should affect Wild the most. Well, casual Wild the most. Fatigue Warlock is a really, really fun deck, and honestly kind of good as a deck as a whole. I definitely want to honestly, I know what the next 3 videos are going to be, if not the next 4. I don't know when this patch goes live. But I know I want to replay a deck with Dorian. I want to play a deck with Crescendo. I want to play a deck with Juan, and I want to play a deck with Tsunami. I don't think I'm going to play a deck with Treasure Distributor, just because I've not been the biggest fan of that card since it got released, I'll be honest. Like this, I guess, here. There, to be fair, there's a bunch of other... There's a bunch of decks I do want to try over the next little bit. And... Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm trying to go off at the same time of playing the game. But it's not really working, I'll be honest. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to a point of playing a Distributor deck unless I do it on stream and I just try to climb as high Legend as possible playing some Anchor deck. Which, to be fair, it's how I hit Legend this season. I won't deny it. It was on stream. I was playing some aggro Demon Hunter because I want to get wins with Demon Hunter. And the deck, one, Brain Dead wasn't really that fun to play with, but the deck was effective. Treasure Distributor felt like a broken card, and it is what it is. You know, I won't hate on someone for... I'll hate on someone for playing it, but, like... I'll never hold it against them for playing Treasure Distributor. I won't hold it against anyone for doing anything like that. Because, again, I did it. And in my opinion, you can't get mad at someone for doing something that you've done yourself. Just like, as a person, that doesn't make sense to me. I should have swapped this with this. But yeah, so, yeah. I do want to play another Dorian deck, therefore I'm going to probably be playing some Tog Druid in the near future. I'm going to be playing some form of Reno Druid or Reno Shaman with Marin. This is like, probably Reno Druid. I feel like Reno Shaman doesn't really take advantage of Marin as much as Druid does. Crescendo, I'm gonna probably, the next deck I'm probably playing is gonna be Fatigue Warlock, I'll be honest. Tomorrow's video there's like an 80% chance that that's what I'm playing in tomorrow's video, is Fatigue Warlock. I'll just call it as is. I'm just dead. Ah! I don't have any real way to, 10. Wait a second. Did you just give me lethal? Ember, last goodbye. Well, my opponent gave me the win. I don't know if he intended to do that or not, but my opponent gave me the win. So I'll take it. But yeah. I'm going to definitely be trying to... I might pre-record them, I'll be honest. A video of Fatigue Warlock, probably Combo Druid, some late game Druid with Marin, and maybe a big Spell Mage deck with both the Sizzler, the Naga there that casts, makes copy, or summons 5 drops equal to the amount of spells you've cast or whatever, and Tsunami. We did get the Raid Elemental game in at least. And I'll maybe even try to get a Yaw game in, just in case the card becomes super, super unplayable. But yeah. Also, I want to apologize for not streaming last night. It's currently almost 1 a.m. and I'm just recording the video. I thought I was finished work at 8 today. Only got home at 11:30. Yeah. So originally my plan was get home, say, by 8:30 after I finish work at 8. Record, edit, be done by midnight. Start streaming at like 12:30ish. Clearly, by the time I edit, it's gonna be like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I have work tomorrow, so sadly could not stream tonight. I do really want to stream because I want to finish up the last level of the balloons map we're playing. But as for the power level of this deck, what we went, I want to say 3-1, 3-2. Yeah, we went 3-2. Oh yeah, shoot, we died on turn 3. I forgot we died on turn 3 in a game. Overall, I mean, the deck is really, really strong. If you guys have not tried this deck out yet, would recommend it. But also be aware, don't craft anything for the deck. The deck is getting nerfed in a month. This is my guess. My guess is the nerf is gonna go live as soon as we have a date for the new set, it's getting nerfed either a week beforehand or week of. This is the whole reason the patch is coming out, in my opinion, is Rated Elemental. Rated Elemental making it so there's a new card that's repeatable that gives +1/+2. And it's repeatable this turn. So 2 Rated Elementals, i.e. turn 4 or turn 3. Your Rated Elemental is infinite attack. And you just kill your opponent. You just repeat it. Just playing it on the one that could attack that you played on turn 2. And you win the game. Therefore, in my opinion, that's the reason this update's coming out. And they decided to hit a whole bunch of other cards to make it seem like they didn't make a mistake. Is my opinion. But hey, to be fair, some of the cards I do agree they need a nerf. But I'm worried about Hostage Mage come the update. I'll be honest. I am very, very worried about Hostage Mage. But with that being said, let's just see how everything goes. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day / night, and I'll see y'all there. Peace. Also, I hope you guys had a beverage. I don't think I said it. I got very distracted with what I wanted to talk about. What's drinking a brewski throughout the video. Anyways, yeah. With that being said, I'll see you guys all on the next one. Peace.